Hello, North Hills. 4-day in-person instruction begins on Monday, and we cannot wait to welcome more students back into our classrooms. First, thank you for completing last week's survey. Your timely responses have helped us greatly as we prepare our schools and our classrooms for next week. Remember, as we make this transition, our classes are operating live. You will need to be present in the classroom physically or digitally on Zoom to be counted as in attendance for the school day. I also want to reiterate that even if you chose the 4-day option, your student can choose to remain virtual on any day. We just ask that you communicate with your students' teachers and that you log into the classroom live. Beginning Monday, the virtual attendance form is no longer required. Instead, teachers will take daily attendance in class or on Zoom. That means that if you are remaining virtual, please log into your teacher's Zoom lesson live so that you can be counted as present for the school day. If a student is absent on any day or for any class period, that student is responsible for making up missed work, just as they are in a traditional classroom environment. Remember, families should report student absences by calling the school's attendance line, and a written excuse for absences must be submitted to the school within 3 school days for that absence to be counted as excused. This move to allow more students in our buildings is possible as the number of COVID-19 cases decline in Allegheny County. Allegheny County moved from substantial to moderate for community transmission last week. And based on this week's cases, it appears that that's where we will stay. Please know, full in-person, 5 days a week is not possible until Allegheny County's community transmission rate is low, or the Department of Health changes their guidelines for communities with the moderate spread. Our health and safety plan will continue to be followed to keep students and staff safe. Based on survey information, we are anticipating 80% of our students to be in person at the middle school and high schools, and this number increases closer to 90% at our elementary schools. When in classrooms, students will be no less than 4 feet apart while wearing face masks. At times, students may be asked to work independently on their district iPads, so please make sure all students bring a pair of headphones or earbuds for use while in school. Additional tables have been added to our cafeterias for lunch periods, and this allows for no less than 6 feet between students when their masks are off while they're eating. All students who ride district transportation will be assigned a seat on a school bus, and this will allow for contact tracing if a COVID-19 case becomes known. As a reminder, if you opted out of district transportation last summer, your student was not assigned a bus, and it's the family's responsibility to get the students to and from school. Masks are required for all students at all times on district transportation. Buses will be thoroughly cleaned and sanitized after each route, and drivers will open bus windows any chance they can as weather permits. If you are able to transport your student, please do so. It will only help us keep the greatest distance possible between students. Please also note, due to the increase in students riding buses, delays are possible during the first weeks of March. In addition to our cleaning procedures, the Facility Services Department is continuing to install iWave ionization devices throughout the district's HVAC systems. These devices release ions into the airstream to break down pollutants such as viruses and bacteria. They are already installed in all health offices, rooms with no windows at the high school and at Westview, and they are in the high school, Highcliffe, Ross, and McIntyre cafeterias. These devices will be installed in the middle school and Westview cafeterias by Monday. The district ordered 580 more of these units, and they are expected to be delivered no later than tomorrow. We will begin the installation process in the high school and in the middle school gyms, followed by the high school and middle school classrooms, since those buildings are the largest buildings and is where the majority of our COVID-19 cases have occurred thus far. As we move forward, Please continue to report all positive COVID cases to your student's principal and school nurse. This will allow us to continue to keep an accurate count of cases in our buildings. It is now more important than ever that we continue to do the right thing. Please wear your face mask, practice social distancing when in public, practice good hygiene and wash your hands, and please stay home if you're sick. We are so excited to welcome more of our students back into our schools next week. Together, we can make the rest of this school year special for our students. And I can't wait to see our students in person on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend and continue to stay safe, North Hills.